Okay, distance learning diary, weeks 10 and 11. I've had my numbers off. It's definitely been a whirlwind couple of weeks in my life, personally and professionally. So more on that in just a little bit. So okay, so let's go last week. All right, the election. Last week we were back from our fall break. And I did an election recap with my eighth grade students. And one of the things I want to mention is I had multiple students who mentioned to me, that they didn't understand why adults were so angry and so upset, and why are they acting like this? And some of them are acting so immature. Now, I'm not saying it's all of us, but I am going to say that our students are, and these kids are seeing what we're doing and how we're behaving. We need to model the behavior in the online space. Um, the way that we ask our students to do so. Let's be good digital citizens as we move forward through this process. I have my own political beliefs, okay? Um, I was concerned about how the election was going to turn out. But now that the results are essentially in, granted, there are some legal challenges that are out there. It's just very important to remember that students are watching what we're saying, that they're analyzing what we're thinking. They're, if you're on a social media platform, have your voice, but make sure your voice is not controversial, because our students are watching it. They're seeing adults behave this way. So, those of us who are educators, parents, it's a challenge for us to, to make sure that we say what we believe, but still make sure it's done in a way that it's appropriate, not attacking each other, being supportive, and moving our nation forward. Our kids need that, and they want that. That's what I learned from the conversation that I had with my Block 4 students, who are, passionate to learn about what's happening out there. Many young people are apathetic, but this group is not. They get it. And I've made some comments on Twitter about that as well. So now we're going to go moving on to the next week. This week, Woodbridge Township made the announcement that we're going to be moving back to phase 1 of our remote learning process. We have routines that are set. Stick to those routines, both as educators and as, in our personal lives as well. Self-care, still very important. So make sure that you're practicing self-care. We have the holidays coming up, and we're all going to want to spend time with our loved ones. And everybody has different opinions on how they're going to approach that time. But remember that our students are also challenged through this, and they're experiencing, not being in buildings during the holidays and not having those fun activities that they look forward to, the class parties and Panther Pride days for Island Middle School. Some of my eighth graders actually said, like, yeah, it kind of sucks that we're not doing those this year. So still doing fun activities from time to time, making sure that you're having, positive conversations, about mental health, I think, are important. Doing those, social and emotional lessons with your students are also going to be important moving forward. So I know I'm rambling. I'm giving you a lot of personal stuff. I guess it's because things personally for me are, self-care and things like that are on my mind. We lost our dog Harvey this week, as many people know who follow me on social media personally. He was an 8-year-old golden retriever who was a therapy dog, and it was a big part of mine and my family's life. And I know it's just a pet, but it definitely hits hard when you have to make these decisions. So I'm gonna be posting a little tribute video. It's cathartic for me to be able to do that, and I was able to chronicle his last days, and really show what it was like for him to be spoiled, and all the good times that we had with him in his final days, and in the life that he shared with me and my family. So thank you to all of you that reached out and said kind words. I appreciate that, including my students who knew about him, who had met him as when he had a therapy dog visit, and who sent positive messages to me and my family. That does mean a lot. So that being said, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm over 200 followers, ladies and gentlemen, or subscribers. I mean, any day now, I'm gonna have thousands. So I appreciate you guys following along and listening. I hope that you'll watch my little tribute video that I dedicate to Harvey and my family. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week.